As you can imagine, Churchill wasn't always the tourism-oriented community that it is today, but it's always attracted scientific interest. And back in the 1970s, when the military was leaving Churchill, the community were looking for ways of diversifying the local economy, and one of those ways was to help support the many scientists that would travel to Churchill each year to do their work. It used to be very difficult for scientists to find adequate space. Most hotel owners didn't appreciate gutting fish in the bathtub or sorting soil samples on the bedspread. So members of the community, government, and universities came together and said, let's create a permanent facility where researchers can do their work. So we basically provide everything a scientist needs, from accommodations to meals, equipment rental, vehicles, access to high-speed internet, and laboratories.
When researchers come here to stay at the study center with us, one of the great things that we provide to them is a safe place to stay at the end of the day. We are located in polar bear country, so it's not like they can tent or camp on the landscape. So it's important to have a place at the end of the day where you can come back to, process your samples, record data, and also to a safe place to sleep at night and to get your meals and to store your gear. We also do provide training to some of the scientists who are coming here for working safely in polar bear country. We teach them to be on the lookout and on the watch and not to go into particular environments where they're not able to see if there is a polar bear. For the most part, there aren't a lot of encounters. We have a polar bear sightings board here at the study center, but a lot of those are just times where people see polar bears in the field off in the distance through binoculars, and that's the way we like to have it.
We really facilitate research on the edge of the Arctic. It's these transitional zones between the boreal forest to the south and the Arctic tundra to the north that are some of the most sensitive to environmental change. Within a very short distance, researchers can study a wide variety of habitats and begin to understand how our changing climate affects these areas.
In the summertime, there's an incredible diversity of life on the landscape. So there's still a large diversity of life even in the wintertime, but during the summertime is the greatest diversity, including all the flying insects as well. It's really important to be able to study long-term or over time the changes that are occurring in an environment, and one of the only ways that you can do that is to have a base of operations where you can conduct science in many different disciplines over time. A really important component of the research that's been going on here at the Study Centre has been the work of the Polar Bear Research Group from Environment Canada. They've been conducting research here on these bears for about 40 years and have had a strong connection staying at the Study Centre and us providing logistical support.
In addition to the science that we support, the Northern Studies Centre runs a number of educational programming for the general public. So we offer what we call learning vacations, where people can sign up for 5 to 7 day programs here at the centre. They get to stay in the same dormitory with the researchers, eat in the same cafeteria, learn more about polar bears, northern lights, beluga whales, right from the scientists themselves.
One of the strong international collaborations we've had has been with Earthwatch Institute. Earthwatch is a nonprofit organization based in the US but has offices across the world, and what they try to do is team members of the general public with scientists that they would like to volunteer their time with for a particular vacation. And this is called citizen science, encouraging the general public to be involved directly in research projects in the field.
For the last 35 years, the Northern Studies Centre has studied various aspects of the northern environment, and really our research has only just begun. We're entering a time period now when we're seeing a lot of rapid change in the north, and some of which we can predict, and other aspects that we just simply can't. And so I think that it's going to become more and more important to focus research attention in these regions to help better understand the effects of climate change and where things are going. So I think 35 years is a good start.